What's up, everybody? Geeky Reality. Why won't DVD die? Pickups. And a question about Doctor Who that I probably already know the answer to, but maybe Sean will surprise me. Today, on the Razman's Reality. Alrighty, so if you missed Geeky Reality, these may or may not happen every week. It all just depends on whether or not I'm able to be caught up on everybody's videos and have something interesting to talk about, or something interesting sparked from one of my videos that I think they want to talk about, which is the case. They might want to talk about, which is the case this week. So, for the first time ever, it just so happens that I have 3 pickups that I haven't shown in a video yet, so I get to follow a Saturday Night Insanity tradition of showing pickups during a Saturday Night Insanity type deal before putting them in a Blu-ray/DVD update. So this is going to be a combination of stuff I picked up thanks to my Amazon gift card balance and also a gift. So first up, saw this one for $5, and it's something I've been wanting in the collection for a while because I'm a huge fan of the lead in the film, and I actually really enjoy musicals. So I just so happened to have a $5 gift card balance at the time a few weeks back, so I only paid 34 cents out of pocket, which was the tax for this, and I'm talking about Carrie Underwood in The Sound of Music Live. This, of course, was the NBC 100% live, as the title implies, adaptation of the stage Broadway version of The Sound of Music. Huge Carrie Underwood fan, my favorite female artist of all time, anywhere, ever, and this was one of the few things I did not own. And like I say, I actually enjoy musicals. I don't like the stereotype that you have to be a girl or you have to be swinging to the other side of the fence as a guy to enjoy musicals. I'm definitely the proof that that is not the case. So really happy to pick this up, especially for essentially free minus the tax. So that is The Sound of Music Live. Next up was the gift, which was an unintended gift. My aunt Violet, who's like my second mother, she helped raise me. You've seen plenty of pickups in the past that she has picked up for me. She's one of my favorite people in the entire world, and vice versa for her to me. I went to spend the day with her, and she doesn't have a Blu-ray player yet. She's about to get my PS3, but she's got issues with her cable signal, so she doesn't want the PS3 until she can properly stream Netflix and other things on it. So we're waiting to hook that up. But in the meantime, she doesn't have a Blu-ray player, so when she picks stuff up, unfortunately, she still has to pick it up on DVD. Well, she picked up something on DVD that she thought both of us would like, not knowing, however, for her sake, that it was a musical. She thought it was another foray into fantasy like Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, The Maze Runner, etc., etc., etc. And she doesn't particularly care for musicals, so she ended up not liking this movie at all. So at the end of the day, she gave it to me thinking that I would enjoy possibly seeing it more than once, and I probably will watch it at least one more time. And since I didn't have to pay for it, I didn't mind having the DVD of it. And I'm talking about Into the Woods, the story of the fairy tale characters in a scenario, or in this case, multiple scenarios rather, that you wouldn't expect to see them in. It was good, it wasn't great, and the more and more I think about it, I don't know how often I will watch the film because the story is all over the place, but I do enjoy the cast in it. I thought everybody sang really well, and it's just a crazy, wacky story. So anytime I feel like crazy, wacky, I might give this another watch. And if there's a chance to pick up the Blu-ray for dirt cheap, I'll upgrade it and give this away or something like that. But in the meantime, thanks to Aunt Violet, I have it, so that's Into the Woods. So I built up another $9 in Amazon gift cards, and when I saw this for a 10, I'm like, I will pay $1 for this 6 ways from Sunday 30 times over because I've been dying to see it. Everyone and their dog had talked about what a masterpiece it is and what a must-see it is, so I just could not pass it up. So it ended up being $1.74 because, again, Amazon has started the sales tax even when you have Prime. I wish that they would include that in the Prime pricing so that they don't throw people off. I'm a little bit ticked off about that because it didn't used to be the case. I don't know if it was the states and where sales tax apply that started coming down on Amazon, knowing that people don't buy in stores and they wanted to make sure they got their taxing, or if it's a legal thing, I don't know. But yeah, $1.74 out of pocket for this. Could not pass it up. I'm so excited to say that I finally own and have seen Interstellar. What an amazing, amazing story and film and feels and everything. Expect a review for this to come. I'm going to try and fit it into Skin Slip's contest somehow. I don't know for sure if I can. I'm going to have to go over watch that video again and go over the rules of that again. And I also don't have every category, buddy, so I know you'll be watching this when you see it go up because you're probably, as usual, the one that's going to keep track of how I'm contributing to SNI. So I know you'll be watching this, so remind me again if you don't mind, in case I don't have a chance to watch the video before we interact again, if I have to have every category or not, because if I do, I can't actually enter the giveaway because I know for a fact I don't have 2 of them, which is the film by a female director, unless there's something that I'm not aware that was done by a female director. I will Wikipedia that or Google that or whatever the case is just to double check it. But as you know, I'm not a horror person at all, so I don't have any slasher films whatsoever in my collection, so I can't participate in that category. But I am looking to, if the rules will allow me to do so, enter Skin Slip's category or contest with a bunch of different categories is what I was trying to say there. So since I haven't reviewed this yet, I will probably throw it into Skin Slip's contest if there's a way to do so. But my goodness, what an absolute masterpiece. It's even more of a disappointment to me now that I wasn't able to see this in IMAX because I know what a joy it would have absolutely been to do so. But yeah, if you have not seen Interstellar and you want something that will make you realize just how precious life is and just be an amazing visual spectacle, you cannot go wrong with this. It's still $10 just about everywhere, but when the price went down to $10, everybody and their dog jumped on it. So it's currently back ordered on Amazon. Was really disappointed, as you might imagine, that I did not get the nice slipcover with this. Thought about complaining to Amazon, pulling this with advertising the image, so why didn't I get it, kind of a deal. But on closer examination of the image, it is the exact same image that's on the slipcover, so you really can't say that you were promised the slipcover when you want to talk about whether or not they sent you what they were supposed to send you. So it's unfortunate. If I can catch a slipcover on eBay, or if there's any of my subscribers or the subscribers to the Kiki crew that are out there that wouldn't mind not having the slipcover, or there are plenty of people out there who have multiple copies of slipcovers for whatever reason, I would love to have this because I'm one of the people who is really big on slipcovers. So yeah, just throwing that out there, not expecting it, not asking for it, but just throwing it out there. And I will be giving away, in another tradition of Saturday Night Insanity, I will be giving away my digital copy code of Interstellar, because I'm not a digital copy person the same way the rest of the guys on the crew are not digital copy people, and they give away digital copies all the time. So I will give away my digital copy code, and I will let them know what my keyword is for Interstellar. So the first person that PMs them with, I will, whoever wants to take it over, I will let them take it over, but I will let them know what the keyword is, what the code is, and you will just message them, and the first person to get it will get it. So yeah, you can look forward to that. But yeah, Interstellar, just an absolute masterpiece. So if you saw the debut episode of Geeky Reality, my new podcast with Skin Slip, you know that we got into a little bit of a thing at the end of the podcast about DVD and why DVD still hangs around and why it shouldn't hang around. So I thought this would be an interesting subject for Sean, Justin, Quack if he shows up, and whoever else may show up this week to chime in on why won't studios let DVD die? I mean, I know that there are plenty of shows that weren't shot on film and don't really benefit from a high definition transfer, but you would save so much money by just putting your product on Blu-ray, as far as lessening the disc space and allowing for more storage on the disc. And it would just make everything so much more simple, because people would know if you want physical copies of something, Blu-ray is the format that you need. And if it's a source material that doesn't benefit from high definition, if you're not going to get a high definition source of it, you just slap on the cover, put a slip cover on it, slap it on a sticker somehow, just put on there, taken from a standard definition source. And that would be all it would take to do. Is it simply a case of Blu-ray was marketed in, as it should be, and still continue to be marketed as a high definition product and a high definition source, and studios just feel like if they let DVD die that it would just confuse people when they aren't getting standard definition material? It's just pure laziness. There's no argument for DVD anymore. I mean, the idea people can't afford Blu-ray doesn't exist anymore. You can get players for 60 to 80 bucks, sometimes even cheaper, and as we've just illustrated, you can get great pricing on Blu-ray if you know where to look. You can spend $5, $3, $10, doesn't matter. You can go cheap as you want to go on Blu-ray. The argument doesn't exist anymore about pricing. So is it laziness? Is it confusion? Why do you all think DVD won't die out as a format? And finally, just a real quick question for Sean about Doctor Who. I'm pretty sure I already know this answer, but him getting all the Doctor Who pickups recently inspired me to ask it. The desire is so much, like I've said in a number of videos already, my number one focus turning the calendar year and maybe even the latter part of this year is to finally start collecting Classic Who, even if it takes me 5 years to do, because I have such limited income that I can play around with right now unless I get Patreon sponsors. No amount is too big, no amount is too small, just saying. But anyway, I will always keep my content free, so whatever little money I've got coming in from working the family job and stuff, barring, big pickups like the Back to the Future set coming up and things like that, and, season collections that I'm trying to finish or complete or whatever. I really, really want to focus on Classic Who now. But it just made me wonder, Sean, and anybody else who knows anything about Classic Who that might show up this week and chime in on it as well. But it just made me wonder, do you think the BBC would ever consider releasing a box set of the semi-complete series of Classic Who? I mean, I know there's episodes missing and that's why they haven't done it. But do you think that there's enough of the show? I mean, we have stuff from every Doctor now, and a lot of Doctors are complete or darn near complete. Do you think that BBC would ever just be like, hey, this is what we've got, this is what exists now as far as completion for the Classic Who series? If any more comes out, we'll just give it to you when we get it, if any more masters are found. But for now, this is the complete as we have it, complete available. That's what they could call it, the complete as available classic Doctor Who collection. Do you think that would ever happen? So people like me could just spend it all in one place and just be done with it? Or do you think that they're just not going to do it because they know that it's just not possible unless by some miracle every existing print of the show is found? So with that, as always, if you're new here and you like what you saw here today, please hit that subscribe button because I would love to see you again. Don't forget to like and share as well because those always help with views. Please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. As I previously mentioned, no amount is too big, no amount is too small, and it all goes right back into the show. And as always, this is reality according to the Razman, and Razman style is not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.